Hello and welcome to yet another edition of the Lagos Transportation Agenda, the show in which we highlight current events, explore topical issues, and showcase evolving trends in the dynamic world of transportation. This is your host, Austin Inyan. In May this year, the Lagos State Government, in partnership with a private company, Caverton Marine, unveiled 15 locally made 40-seater buses known as OmiBus in commemoration of the first year anniversary of the second term in the administration of Dr. Babajide Sanwo-olu.
Great economies are built on good transportation network. This is why Lagos State Government through LAMATA has been working tirelessly to enhance the state's transport infrastructure and implement the Strategic Transport Master Plan (STMP) for Lagos and create a world-class transport network for the metropolis. The STMP would deliver 6 rail lines, 1 monorail, 14 BRT routes, 26 water transport routes, 3 cable car routes, and several road interventions to promote the integration of the transport modes. When all these projects are completed, there will be lower emission, leading to better health for all, lower road crashes, better quality of life, and faster economic growth. With the BRT already running in some corridors, Jetties being upgraded, and rail line from Okokomaiko to CMS coming on board soon. Life of Lagosians in the face of Lagos is changing every day. A healthier and more prosperous Lagos is in the making, and LAMATA is driving it. LAMATA, keeping Lagos moving.
From the speeches made on that occasion, the OmiBus Ferries service underscored the determination of the Lagos State Government in conjunction with its development partners to ensure rapid economic growth across the state and to leverage on the potential of water transportation in a state where about 22% of its landmass is covered by waterways, as well as to make sure that the movement of goods, persons, and services is efficient, timely, and above all, safe. The Lagos Transportation Agenda went to the streets, or rather, to the waterways of Lagos State to sample the opinion of the most important stakeholders in this enterprise, talking about the end users, the passengers, and the people who traverse the waters of our state as an alternative mode of transportation. And this is what they had to say.
Naturally, because of the traffic problem that we always have by going through the road, they've been helpful. But we still expect more in the terms of safety, because there was a time Niwa people said that they all should come for upgrading and for standardization. Yes, they did their best, but we still find out that some seaworthy boat are still plying, which is not supposed to be. So to that extent, I can say that Niwa have not been doing their work as expected. So we know they have been helpful, yes, but in terms of safety, they are working below expectation. Because if Niwa are up and doing by making sure that on seaworthy boats are not allowed to ply, automatically, yes, we'll get what we expected. So that's my own distance. But when we talk about the generality of the boat, this thing, it's a worthwhile venture, and they've been trying. When I started boarding the boats, when I started going by the road initially, way back in the late, around 2009, I know what I suffered. In fact, my BP, my health, everything was devastated. So when I started boarding the boat, that I'm always punctual in getting to my office.
So what do you think the operators can improve upon?
That is what I'm saying. They should improve on their engine. They should improve on the boat. And you see, they will not want to do it. Being a business people, you want to cut corners. That is why NIWA is there to regulate. And that is why I'm accusing NIWA of not doing to the best of their ability. as they are supposed to be. Because if they are up to the task and they are doing what they are supposed to be, there will be no reason why unseaworthy boats should be plying. So NIWA has a lot of things to do. Because if you look at the statute that creates them by their own duty, they are the one that's supposed to maintain that standard. LASWA has a different role. NIWA is because I'm a lawyer. I know what the statute speaks. This is the duty of NIWA. They're supposed to ensure the standard, not LASWA. It's like, Federal Road Safety and LASMA. LASMA is to control traffic. And road watching and this thing of every vehicle is a Federal Road Safety duty. So NIWA is the one that are not working up to the expectation. So by the statute, if NIWA is up and doing, we won't have unseaworthy boats that will always cause problem. If the boat is okay, of course, the safety will be guaranteed.
My experience in taking this, I really love it because due to the short distance of movement, most of the times we always get it difficult in following roads because of the hold up. So the boats give us privilege of getting to our various places on time. So I really liked it, but most of the times we always face some difficult challenges. Maybe in terms of all these our driving, all these our pilots. Sometimes the way they drives, no, it looks somehow. But some of them used to listen to us, and some of them we used to even tackle them very well before they can able to listen to us. It helps me a lot. Maybe because sometimes I might even be at home, decided not to go to work, but I will receive a call. At times I receive a call instead of me to go and follow road. So I will run and enter the boat and I will meet up with my appointment. So it helped me a lot. What I think for the operation to improve on top, at least we still need more boats. That is one. And two, we need the provisions, available fuels, because sometimes fuel used to give them problems here. Sometimes, but not always, not all the time. So at least if all those ones can be available, and they should always look at all these our life jacket, because most of the life jacket is not okay. You understand? So if they can able to look at that, and they should always help us to inspect the boat, because most of the boats sometimes always have some issues, maybe in time of somewhere leaking, so all those things, if they can able to monitor it for us, so definitely everything will be okay for us.
My experience in taking the mode of transport is safe, but it's expensive. We want something cheaper. It's expensive. When we calculate in the space between a week, not talking of in a month, or let's calculate the whole year, it's pretty exorbitant. So we want something cheaper. If they can bring us the new Lagos Ferry, like we heard, maybe OmiBus or something. I heard there's a new boat. They should give it to us to subsidize all these private boats. It will really go a long way. It's faster. That's the only thing, and it's stress-free. Instead of me going through the road while I sit in traffic and all that, I take this. So it's faster and it's stress-free. Sensitization of their boys, it's another thing we need. Sensitization of their boys. Then majorly the price is too exorbitant. Yes, it should be brought down. Once they bring it down, most of the customers that has left, they will definitely come back. They don't have a choice. That's why they are going through the road. But if the prices are down, they will definitely come back. They've lost a lot of customers. It's also affecting them, but they won't say anything. But once they bring down the price, all their lost customers will definitely come back.
I'm grateful for the Lagos State government for providing facilities through the waterways. I've been using these waterways for like 4 years now, and it's fast, and I know there's room for improvement. And one of the things that my experience has been because of the level of the boats, they are jet powered, so it bounces so much. So apart from the fastness and the quickness, those ones are good. But the place of improvement includes better boats. We expect that they should bring the boat that have been commissioned since 2 months ago, and they should be using them so that, I'm a physically challenged individual, and using these boats causes pain when it bounces on the water. Do you understand? So it causes a lot of injury. At times, my head will be hitting the roof. Sometimes ago, I've seen a woman with the baby. I've seen also somebody who has palsy using the boats. They are mobile, they can move without assistance. But because of the impact of bouncing of the water, so even people who are able are not that comfortable on it. So that's a place of improvement. We appreciate the work they are doing. Security, fine. Then lights too. Those are the things that I humbly suggest that they can add to their services. It has helped me so much, even because at times the road, if I have to use road to meet my appointment, I have to leave very early to avoid traffic. But if I have to go to a place I'm working or meet people over the island, within 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I can meet up my appointment, even if I don't leave the house so early like that. So it has helped me to meet up my appointments. It has helped me to see the nature, and it has improved my resilience in overcoming challenges, even as a differently abled individual. Yes, one of the things I humbly suggest for the operators is they can get better boats. I trust the government is able. They've started, they can improve, because this is 2024, this 21st century. They should put tracking systems on their boats and put headlights. The reason why they stopped boat movement by 6 is because of light. Because when the boats don't have lights, they can't travel in the night. So when they include lights, that doesn't mean they should go too long in the night. But when there's light on the boats, tracking systems and better boats, it will help us. Those are the place of improvements in the boats. Thank you. And it should be accessible for people who they deem fit, for wheelchair users. You understand? It's not especially they should, yes. It should be accessible. All the terminals. I've used Jetty, I've used Bayoku, and I've also used this one. Where else have I not used? I've used almost all the jetties in Ikorodu, and I know there is room they can do better.
Well, this mode of transportation in Lagos State, to me, is a very good one. If the government can, invest in it and make it very safe for the people that use this particular ferry jetty to go to island. Because if you want to commute through the road, it's always very, very hectic, and because of the traffic and also the time, so it's very hectic to pass through the road to go to the island. But this one is very, very easy, and is also very, very accessible. Well, if I'm going to the island, our courts start by 9 o'clock. So for me to go from here to, like Federal High Court or the courts in the island, this one is very, very fast for me. Even though I realized this morning that they are collecting 2,500 naira to go to Falomo, which to me, I believe is on the high side. Government should look into it and make it accessible and affordable for the citizens of Nigeria and the Lagosians as well. If the government can encourage private investors to come into this area and invest, it will help everybody. Government cannot do everything at all the time.
The waterway is one of the safest means of transportation if we follow the safety guidelines by ourselves, and one of the safest and fastest. As a person, it has helped to save time. It has made me younger and relieved me of stress. The average time from Ikorodu to the island for water transportation is about 2 hours, between 1 hour and 2 hours on the average. But with the waterways, within 30 minutes you are on the island. I feel it's one of the fastest and safest. Before I started using the waterway, I would have to wake up around 4, 5 to get to the island for 8, which is about 3 hours on the average. And when I'm coming back, I don't get home earlier than 11 p.m. But with the waterways, you can calculate 30 minutes to and fro, and you're off. The operators too should help us ensure safety with their boats. The government should assist in terms of loans or putting more of those ferries on the waterway. The passengers too should be safety conscious.
Èkó àkété ilé ọgbọ́n, Èkó àkété ilé ọgbọ́n, arọ́mọdé dẹ́ kó má má já o, Èkó arọ́mísà lẹ́gbẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́, arọ́mọdé dẹ́ kó má má sá o, Èkó arọ́mísà lẹ́gbẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́.
Welcome back. If you're just joining, it's the Lagos Transportation Agenda. Omi, of course, is the Yoruba word for water. And they say water is life. Whatever use you are making of water, whether you are drinking it or using it to wash, or even traveling on it, you are on a journey that underscores our link in the cycle of life. The OmiBus Ferries, which are crafted to international standards, but locally made here in Nigeria and particularly in Lagos, are also a symbol of the government's determination to encourage and promote local manufacturing and backward integration.
Of course, it has helped me now. It saved my time, so that at least I can arrive at the estimated time life. If I have to go by road, there could be road repair and any other things that can cause traffic jam. So when there's traffic jam, it means you are arriving late at your destination. So this one now is straightforward, no traffic, nothing. Just go straight and disembark.
So what do you think the operators can do for better?
Yes, what they can do is just to, because some people have not got the experience anyway. Some people are complaining that some boats used to spoil on the way. I have not had that experience. It has been long I have that experience anyway. So what I can explain is, what I can say is that they should monitor the time of their the time the body are machine. When it's getting old, they should change it, and they should do proper maintenance. Maintenance used to prevent machine from getting spoiled on time. It make it to last longer when you service your machine constantly.
I'm a usual passenger of this Jetty, which is a boat jetty. Over the period of years we've been using it, the service has been fantastic and good. However, there are inches, some places where we have issues with boats have to stop on water because of minor fault on mechanical with their machines. However, but overall, the service has been fantastic and good. The time frame from Ebute to VI, I think approximately I can give it to 25 to 30 minutes. I'm plying road from Ikorodu to VI, maximum, at least you spend nothing less than 2 hours. Consider the issue of traffic and the issue of road issues. So going through waterway has been very interesting in terms of time management, which is very key in terms of productivity. Very well, we want them to continue. I know it's a private-owned jetty because it's a government jetty, but most of those boats are operating on private scheme. But I also love Lagos State to deploy a big boat that can be able to carry as much as possible, and boats that can have a very big engine that will move the speed at which these small boats are operating is very, very important. Thank you.
Okay, so first of all, I wish all the small boats, first of all, can be changed. The medium-sized boats are more preferable, but they are very few. So, like this time around now, when you come to the boat, to the jetty, none of them are available because they are very few. And you only have the smaller boats available. But if you can have more of those big boats, I think that will make a lot of sense, available all the time. If it's the bigger boats, they are very okay. They are fast and they are very comfortable. If it's the smaller boats, sometimes it can be really rough and very uncomfortable, right? And other times, very fast all the time. So it helps you to get to where you're going to on time. But some of the time when the water is rough, it can be really be uncomfortable. But I would generally prefer the medium-sized boats, right? Because it's very safe, it's fast also, and it's very comfortable. Well, it definitely reduces my stress to work, and it helps me not to wake up too early, right, to beat traffic. But in terms of costs, I think that's why I get to pay the price. It's quite expensive.
So far, it's been a very time effective transport, whereby I don't have to struggle with the struggles of traffic in Lagos. So it's been fair enough. As a career person, it helps me to meet with the time factor of getting to work early and also getting home early, and I'll be able to do some other businesses and rest properly. Maintenance goes a long way. I think the boats so far are very safety conscious. They do their jobs when it comes to the safety wares and all, but I think maintenance goes a long way. I think they can get new boats. I think some of these boats have a lifespan of about 5 years, 10 years, but they've been using them for quite a long time, as in they've been using it for a very long time. So I think that if they can make a provision for maintenance, proper maintenance, maybe change the engines, not to probably change the boats, but maybe most of the engines, maintenance basically.
So right behind me is one of the OmiBus 40-seater series, locally made here in Lagos, but of international standard. It is a potent reminder of the unique status of Lagos State as the state of aquatic splendor. It is our hope on this show that as the days go by, it will serve as a preferred mode of transportation across the state, because Lagos State is a state full of resources which must all be maximized for the good of the people of this state and for the rapid development of the state. That's been our show today on the Lagos Transportation Agenda. God willing, this program will return next week as we discuss and highlight yet another aspect of the multidimensional and dynamic world of transportation in this state and in Nigeria and beyond. Until then, this is Austin Ian saying stay safe and stay blessed. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.